Okay, this next training session is an introduction to Visio integration in Squared Up, showing you how you can easily tie your existing Visio diagrams to your SCOM monitoring data and bring those diagrams to life. So we'll take a quick walkthrough of that, and before I show you that live in action, I thought I'd walk you through the steps that are involved. So the first thing that we need is our SCOM object IDs, because that's what we need to tie to our Visio stencils. And Squared Up makes it very easy for you to get hold of those and pop those into Microsoft Excel. You then import that Excel file into your Visio document and tie or bind those object IDs to the correct stencil within Visio. From there, you can save it as an SVG file using native Visio functionality. It's then imported into Squared Up, and hey presto, you're done. That will then be live. So Squared Up to get your SCOM object IDs, they are pulled down into Excel, which you import into Visio, save the file as an SVG, and pop it back up into Squared Up. Simple as that. And hopefully what you'll see as part of this is that we have allowed you, if necessary, to kind of disconnect SCOM and Squared Up and the Visio document. So often SCOM and Squared Up administrator and access to object IDs and so on may be different from the person who has and who designed the Visio diagram and who knows how those things should be matched up. So what we're going to see is that you can disconnect those processes. You can easily send someone the correct Excel document. They can then work to bind it to Visio and send it back to be imported into Squared Up. But let's switch over and show you that in action. I just thought I'd start with this Visio diagram. It's obviously a very simple demo example, but the point here is it's just a totally normal Visio diagram with some normal Visio stencils, and that's what we want to make live. Now, how do we do that? Well, first we go over to Squared Up and we want to find our SCOM object IDs. We can do that using the status tile, and I'll just select icons here, and we can do it in the normal fashion, either manually populating a list or, if it's set up, pulling that from a group. So these are my sales app Windows servers. So there we go. There are those on a dashboard, and I'm just going to export that, and you'll see down in the bottom left corner of my screen that being exported into Excel. Now obviously if you're the person with the Visio diagram but you don't have the correct access to Squared Up, you can ask your SCOM or Squared Up administrator to do that for you. Once they've sent you that file, you can go over to your Visio diagram, you can select data, quick import, and we can go find that, which should be in my downloads folder. There it is, scope export, and let's pull that now into the Visio document. And we're done, nice and straightforward. Let me just close this off here, and we'll see that data. And it's my SCOM object names, so I can see what server's what, and my object IDs. And to bind the two together, it's a simple case of grabbing that and dropping it into place on the appropriate server, or Visio stencil, I should say, really. So here we go. Drag those all into place, nice and easy. You'll see here some text being imported. That's Visio data graphics, so I'm actually going to remove that. This is nice and easy, but you'll find some more detailed tutorials, so I won't pause on this too long. There we go. That's all gone now, and our document is ready. So the last thing we need to do is now save this as an SVG file. So save as, select scalable vector graphics, make sure obviously the Visio data is included in the file when we save it, and we save, and I'm ready to go. So I can now either go back to Squared Up, or if appropriate I could just send that file to my Squared Up administrator. It's then an easy job to select the Visio tile, drop the file into place, or click to upload. I'm going to click to upload. I'm going to go to quick access, and there it is because I've just been working on it. And up it goes into Squared Up, and we're away. So it only takes a moment, and you can see we've got nice options so you can rearrange the look of things. So in this diagram I'd probably want to move those status icons off to the bottom right and make them a bit smaller. But we can also do cool things with color replace, replacing all the colors with the health status color, and often replacing all of them can cause issues, so you can just select single colors to replace if you want. And there we go, that now looks pretty cool. So let's hit done. Let's scroll up, let's publish that. It's just a demo, so let's not add it to the nav bar. We hit publish, and there we go. That Visio diagram, just in a matter of moments, has all been made live in Squared Up. And of course, it's all joined together. So we see we've got an issue with our database server. We click to drill down, and there we go, SQL 04. Let's see if we can find out what's going on with this. So hope that's been a useful, quick introduction to how you make your Visio diagrams live within Squared Up.